All right, let's dive into something that, let's be honest, is on everyone's mind these days: online scams. We're going to break down how they work, how you can build a solid digital shield against them, and most importantly, what to do if you get hit. So let's get right to it. First things first, let's get a sense of the scale we're talking about. Look at this number: 22,811 crore rupees. That is the staggering amount of money that's been lost to online fraud in India in just 2024. This isn't just a small-time problem. It's a huge nationwide issue. So how on earth do we start to fight back? Well, it all starts with understanding their playbook. Seriously, to beat a scammer, you've got to learn to think like one. So let's pull back the curtain on their main tactics so you can spot a threat from a mile away. And here's the thing you absolutely have to understand about these scams. We tend to imagine scammers as these elite, genius hackers, right? But the reality? It's much, much simpler. Their real weapon isn't code, it's psychology. They're playing on our trust, our fears, our hopes. They manipulate our emotions way more often than they hack our computers. So, knowing their game is everything. Let's look at the top 3 scams doing the rounds. With UPI and banking fraud, the lure is usually some fake payment link or a refund. But the big red flag? They ask for your OTP. For investment scams, they'll dangle these guaranteed high returns in front of you. The telltale sign? They pressure you to invest right now. And for those fake job scams, they'll offer an incredible life-changing job. But the classic red flag is when they ask you to pay some kind of advance fee. See the pattern? This really shows their two-part attack. Yeah, on one hand, they use technology, things like fake websites that look real or spoofed caller IDs, to set the trap. But the more powerful tool is their psychology. They create this insane sense of urgency, making you feel like you have to act now, or they'll fake authority, pretending to be from your bank or the government. The tech just sets the stage. It's the psychology that actually springs the trap. Okay, so now that we know their playbook, it's time to write our own. This part is all about your digital defense, a simple, practical checklist you can use to build your shield and keep yourself safe. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Protection is all about being proactive, not reactive. The simple habits and settings we're about to go through can stop the vast majority of scams before they even get started. Here are 4 rules that are just non-negotiable. First, your OTP. Treat it like the key to your house. You never just hand that over, right? So never, ever share your OTP. Second, turn on 2-factor authentication for every important account. It's such a simple and powerful extra lock on your digital door. Third, always, always verify before you click. Hover over links to see where they really go and double-check who the email is actually from. And finally, the golden rule. If an offer sounds way too good to be true, it almost definitely is. Trust your gut. And hey, here are 3 things you can do the second this is over. 1, use the biometric lock on your phone, your fingerprint or your face. It's just so much more secure. 2, when you set up that 2FA we talked about, try to use an authenticator app instead of SMS if you can. It's safer. And 3, keep your phone's operating system updated. Those updates aren't just for new emojis. They have critical security patches. Okay, but what if the worst happens? What if a scam actually gets through? It's easy to panic. I get it. But having a clear step-by-step response plan is your absolute best tool in that moment. And you have to act fast. That first hour after a scam happens is what they call the golden hour. Your chances of stopping a transaction or getting your money back are highest if you move immediately. Time is everything. So here's your 3-step emergency plan. Step 1, and you do this before anything else. Call your bank or your UPI provider's fraud hotline. Tell them what happened, get them to freeze your accounts. Step 2, go to the official government portal, that's cybercrime.gov.in, and file a formal complaint. And step 3, save everything. I mean everything. Take screenshots of messages, write down the phone numbers, save any emails or receipts. This evidence is going to be absolutely crucial. I want you to remember this website, cybercrime.gov.in. This is the National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. It's the official government system for this stuff. When you report here, it creates an official record, which is absolutely essential for any kind of follow-up with your bank or the police. At the end of the day, our best defense is awareness. Scammers love it when we're silent and isolated. When we start talking about these tactics, when we share these steps, we make our entire community safer. And that brings me to one final thought. Who's the first person you're going to share this with? A parent? A friend? A colleague? Spreading the word is maybe the most powerful thing we can do to build a stronger shield for everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Stay aware and stay safe.